Still on your tour guide issue, the average visit at Mountain Afadjato and Tagbo Falls a year could probably approximately be around, let's say, thousands of people within a year. So how was your experience back then with people, travelers, tourists, explorers and all that, adventurers? How was your experience with people?
You come to Afadjato like this, we just have one route to the mountain. Okay. And some time ago, that was 2015, the National Cadet, they came to Afadjato just for, let me say, 3 days training. Okay. So as they came, they were about 1,500.
Wow, that's
yeah. So so that day they all came there. Even if you see the route, it wasn't easy, but the time they were coming, they came with the soldiers, the police, and so they plan to make a rope. We make a rope because the population is can't contain the way the route is can't contain this huge number of students. Yeah. So we create the rope along the road. That maybe if you are climbing the distance, you can be holding as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because yourself, even on the way to the mountain, let me say that something like a valley.
Yeah. A
valley. So we tie the rope along the path, and maybe if
someone may slip.
Yes.
Okay.
The distance can protect you.
Okay.
And prevent you from falling to the valley.
I've seen it myself.
Sure.
I've seen it myself.
Sure.
It's a very nice experience up there, It's a very nice experience up there. Okay, so being a tour guide also and handling people, you get to meet different kinds of attitude, different kinds of character.
Sure.
Within people. There are some people that will come and then they are like unfriendly type of people. Let me put it in quotes. Unfriendly type of people. Some may come and they are like kind of bossy and all that. How did you handle every kind of character attitude? Because as a tour guide, you are supposed to give the best to your tourists, so your personal feelings will be put aside. You understand? And you have to serve the people to the maximum. So how did you handle different kinds of people from your experience?
Do you know, if a tour guide, learn to be modest? Do you get it? You should humble yourself, because as travelers are traveling, they are all coming there with their perception. They have a different mindset. Yeah. So maybe you come there and maybe what you want, you don't expect that tour guide to take you. So before I will say that too, if the travelers are traveling, they should know the kind of tour guide they approach. Maybe sometimes you come to the tourist office right now, give you a tour guide. If you don't like the tour guide, tell the reception that no, I don't like this tour guide.
Oh, really? Because you can do that?
Yes.
Okay.
You are a traveler. You know what you want. You know what you want. Okay. Because let me say this. Maybe you get to that town. You are like kind of person. Maybe you feel shy or you scared. Okay. You scared when you are going out. Maybe by the tour guide they gave you, if you see the stature, it's all some tiny this thing. But if you are going to that tour site, the stature doesn't count much. Okay. The stature doesn't count much. You look at the knowledge, the idea you have about that is that tour site. Okay. You get it? So to me, it's just like we have a different they all come there for different things. So I think as a tour guide, if the people come like that, you need to humble yourself. Don't raise yourself, or maybe your stature shows or prove to you that you can face that person if the person wants to misbehave on the way. But you are marketing, you are promoting your tour site.
Yeah.
So you need to humble yourself for the people. Even if along the roadside,
even with your stature, you cannot fight with a client.
Exactly.
It's not advisable.
It's happened before. Some time ago, I was taking some visitors to Tagbo Falls.
Okay.
And it's like they were trying to control me. So I was saying, like, why? I am the one in charge of this place. I know more about this place. So why are you trying to tell me what to do? I know the this and that. So if you are trying to tell me what to do, you are controlling me that you know more about the place. Since you know more about the place, then do everything yourself. And the man gets bored. So it happens like we were trying to yeah. So I told her if it will happen like this, then let me step back. Do it yourself. So that is that moment I called the office. So they were trying to console me that if it's happening like that, I myself I know that they are travelers.
Yeah.
They are here because of something. So if I do that and they go and they send something to internet, it will affect the company.
Yeah,
so no matter the station, we need a thing. That's why the people can. They also need it. We also need it.
Yeah.
If they don't come next time, we not get what we want. So since they are here, we should calm down. No matter the situation, even if they insult us, we shouldn't say anything just to get them bored. We should calm down.
Yeah, that brings us to a customer is always right.
Yes,
customer is always right. That is because if whatever you are doing, you should know that when you are handling people, you will get different kinds and types of attitude.
Sure.
All people are not the same. Everybody is not the same.
Yeah.
We all have different characters, different attitude, and all that. Even though they are all there for a particular purpose, just to hike the mountain and get to the top, or experience the village of Wachi town, or even go to Tagbo Falls, but you will still get different attitude in each and every one of them. So yeah, okay. Thank you very much.
Do you know something? Traveling is something else. So when you are traveling, so you need to make more inquiries.
Okay.
Do you know travel companies sometimes I will advise our travelers to call the tourist office before embarking on this journey. Sometimes you might see something online that is the price, or if you want to go to Kakum National Park, Mountain Afadjato, Willy Falls, or Adomi Beach, or wherever, you are supposed to pay 10 cedis. It happens like maybe they put that in online some years back. So it's good you call the reception office. This is a delicate matter, and it's like if you don't call the office and you come there. Some time ago, some people came there. So they said they saw 5 cedi. If you want to go to Afadjato, you are supposed to pay 5 cedis. So you want to do Tagbo Falls, in all will be 10 cedis. Okay. And we're telling you, no, it's not like that. They've increased the price. What you saw online, they've changed it. Some people when they put the thing online, they don't do more inquiries. Yeah. And so because the price is 10 cedi, if you go that's how it will be. Where you were yesterday, today where you are is different.
Yeah, that is true.
Things are changing.
Things are changing every day.
Things are changing. Now if you go to Mountain Afadjato like this, they've changed a lot of things. What you saw 2015, today if you go there you don't see the same thing that you see. So before you embark on the journey, you need to call the tourist office, make more inquiry. If you can't do that, make sure you get there. Even before, sometimes people call online. People call online. They pick numbers online and call the this thing. Maybe you may get a tour guide or something else. But later on they will not do the tour. But if you go to the tourist office, you yourself you spend your money. If you spend your money, the next time, even if you cancel your tour, it will pay you. But sometimes you will call the people. You will call maybe a tour guide place online his or her contact online. They may call, but they will cancel the tour. But if you visit the tourist site for inquiry and you pay that money, you know that you will do it. Do you get it? So I will encourage our viewers and travelers to at least make inquiry or call the tourist site before
making inquiries is really important.
Yes,
making inquiries is really important. You have to search for do's and don'ts and then prices of anywhere you want to go to, so that you prepare for your budget. Because if you should prepare for a lower budget and it happens that things have risen up or the prices have been increased, it's a lot of issue. You know, it's a lot of issue, and it's a very big problem to travel without money.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a very big problem. So let's work on that aspect, and then okay. So let's come back to our conversation. I wouldn't put it as an interview, but our conversation. So right now, from tour guide, you are now a tour operator.
Sure.
Okay, so comparing the tour operator to the tour guide, how has your experience been as a tour operator too?
Serious, being a tour operator is quite stressful. Do you know, as I've said earlier, maybe you put your number online, that maybe if people call you or they come to your office for more inquiries about a tour site, sometimes they come. When they come to the office, they will make the inquiry like this, but a month's time they'll call you back that no, Charlie, we've cancelled the tour. But you also call the tour site, the tourist site that no, some people will be coming this day. But if the people feel they listen like that, it will affect with the tour operators, because maybe a serious tour will come. Serious tour will come, but maybe that one they will do it. But because we've been calling the office that a tour will be coming, but they feel that they will not believe us.
Yeah, that is
so it. How to manage the place more before that is how tour comes on. It will be like maybe it will happen, but the way you want it, you not get it like that. Because we've been calling them that people cancel the tour, so they don't prepare. They assume that maybe they'll cancel it again.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So being a tour operator is not easy. And also, if you don't have enough money and you engage yourself in this field, you find it difficult, because you need to do more adverts, you need to boost things online and so on and so forth. So me, I think we don't value traveling a lot here in Ghana. But I know that when the foreigners book for plane ticket and all those things, and they come to Ghana here.
Yeah, to experience nature.
But we the Ghanaian, and if you do know, some of the Ghanaians, they will tell you that no, we know this tourist site, so we will do it without consulting the tour operators and those things.
Okay, there's one big problem about this issue right now. From my little experience too, I've noticed that sometimes even the tourist site, you can go there yourself as a local, as a Ghanaian, but you don't really know the history of the town you are going to. Yeah, and the reason why you need a tour guide, usually you need a tour guide from maybe wherever you are setting off to the tour site destination is sometimes even along the road there are so many attractions you could experience on the way. So I don't know why you pay for transportation and everything to go to a tour site and not experience the tourism in its full potential. This is a very pressing matter. Ghanaians have the attitude of suppressing what they have. They have that attitude. The place all right, but you still need a tour guide. There are so many, even from here to Volta region. Let's assume you are going to Mountain Afadjato. When you get to Adomi Bridge, there is a history behind the Volta River. There is a history behind the Adomi Bridge, which you don't know. There are villages on the way to Wachi town, which have histories that you don't know. You see, so all these things, when you have a tour guide, you get to experience all those things in their full potential. I'm an I don't know how to put this, but I'm adventurous myself. I'm adventurous, I'm curious, and I like traveling, and I've experienced some few things during my traveling days. When you get a tour guide to a place, it is the best experience. It is the best experience because you get to know the history of other attractions on the way, even to your assigned destination or your planned destination. You get to learn a lot of things on the way.